Pardon how horrible I look. It's been extremely hot and humid here, and I really just don't care how I look. Today I'm going to show you materials you can get to start in acrylic pouring on the absolute cheapest way possible. I figured out that this is about $25 USD for all the materials that I show here, and I'll kind of give you an idea where to go get them. I'm not going to go into methods and recipes and things of that nature in this video. This is just one of those questions I see asked all the time. How can I do this on the cheap? I don't have a large budget, and while there's a million different things you can use, I put this together just so that everyone that is trying to get started in this absolutely wonderfully addictive art form, a way you can do it. This is not going to produce, archival results. This is not a permanent, forever way. This is just a way to get you started so you can see if it's even anything that you like. And I'm going to show you how to do it for under $25. So let's get started. First, you're going to need a surface to pour on. At my local Home Depot and Lowe's, they have these little 4-inch by 4-inch tiles that are 16 cents a piece. So for this, because it is addictive, we have picked up 10 for $1.60. Pretty cheap, right? You can make 10 little paintings, coasters, whatever you want to use them for $1.60. Like 16 cents per service. Stupid cheap. Okay, and then I also picked up some free newspapers. Like, you can look for a car and then you could reuse this to protect whatever table or surface, desk, ground that you're going to be working on. Absolutely free. Good thing to have around. I would do a couple layers if you're going to use paper. But again, this is about doing it on the cheap. So then we also have cups for mixing your paint. These came from the Dollar Tree. There's 20 of them. They're 2 ounces each. One of these tiles only requires a little less than half of one of these cups amount of paint to cover the whole surface. So these were $1. You get 20 of them. You can reuse them. I highly suggest reusing them. Up next we have, why do I keep forgetting what this is called? It's just a little wire shelf. But this also came from the Dollar Tree. This cost $1. This one I picked up is crooked, and I should have looked a little better, so shot better than I did. Don't buy a crooked one. But this is for sitting your work on as you pour. It's just a good surface for you to work from. You can also let them dry on here if you prefer that. So far we're at $3.60. Let's add another $1 to that. We have got some craft sticks. These are perfect for stirring your paint. You get 100 of them for $1. Not a bad deal, penny a piece. I reuse those too. I just wipe them off with an old washcloth. Next, you're going to need some paint. You can't make a painting if you don't have paint. At Walmart, you can get apple barrel paints, 2 ounces, for 50 cents a piece. Hobby Lobby had a sale. These were 54 cents a piece. I just don't have a whole lot of this brand. This Anita's acrylic. Pretty close in price. I think normally it's 77 cents. So I think to start you probably need at least 6 colors. I would say that you need a dark color, a light color, and then a couple colors to add that interest into your project. But at least 6 colors. This one I was showing you is actually a blue, so it falls into the colors versus the neutrals. So right here, if you went to Walmart, this is $3 for your paint. And next we have another item from the dollar store, a level. This is so crazy important. You need your work surface to be level so that your paint doesn't continue running off the surface after you have left it to set. This was $1. It's in the hardware section at the dollar store. It's got all the different little levels. I suggest when you are trying to level your thing, once you put it on your surface, check it this way and check it this way. You can also check it on the diagonals, just to make sure that you don't have one corner going off a way that you don't want it to. An easy way to level up is to just use some of your popsicle sticks to stick under your legs until you get it to the height you need it to be so that everything is sitting level. Now we will go to our pouring container. I found this handy dandy litter box at the dollar store. It is large enough for our stand to go into and leave us plenty of room around it for your paint to run off. We're still going to have newspaper down just to protect the surface as well, but you want to make sure that all your runoff is going into the same spot. A lot of people like to use the metal baking tins and things like that. I like the idea of this better because once the paint dries, you can actually peel it out and just keep reusing this. Harder to do with aluminum. Aluminum gets damaged easy. Aluminum will also be harder to keep level because, you know, it gets crumpled and bent and it's just a mess I don't suppose to use working with. Again, $1 cat litter box from the dollar store. And now for our mediums. This is where it's going to get a little bit more expensive, but we're still right now sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just under $10 for all of our materials. Not bad. And that includes our paint. Up next, we're going to go to the silicone oil. You're going to hear people talk about the silicone oil all the time. You can find this at Home Depot, you can find it at Lowe's. I found it at Walmart for half the price you find it anywhere else. It's $2.47 at Walmart. At Lowe's, the same bottle of oil that people rave about, 3-in-1 all-temp silicone, is half the price at Walmart than it is at Home Depot or Lowe's. So go to Walmart, don't go to Home Depot. And I love Home Depot. I hate Walmart. And I'm telling you to go to Walmart. I hate that I'm even saying that. Next, some rubbing alcohol. The 91%. You might be able to find this for $1 at the dollar store. Otherwise, it's going to cost you about $1.50 at either a drugstore or Walmart. You want 91% or higher in the rubbing alcohol. It's going to be on the same row as the Band-Aids, things like that. And then we need an actual medium. A lot of people love Glue Wall from Elmer's. They just swear by it. They like using it. This is just a big bottle that I have. You can get an 8-ounce bottle for $2.47 at Home Depot or Lowe's. So this one was like 12 bucks. And with some coupons and clever shopping, I got it for under $6. But this is one that people really like using, especially when they're starting out, because it isn't expensive to get and to use. Up next, we have some Floetrol. This is just a quart-sized thing of Floetrol. This is $6.97 at Home Depot and at Lowe's. I'm sure you can get it at other places in other countries, your hardware store, your paint store. If they don't know what you're talking about, you are looking for a conditioner, and a flow leveler, which is used for spray application of home paints. I work in property management, have contractors use this stuff all the time. So if they don't know what you're talking about, just tell them you want something that's going to make the paint more fluid so that you can use it in your spray application. That should help them figure out what it is you're looking for. If you say Floetrol and they look at you like you're stupid, which will happen. And then you need just plain water. I suggest distilled. It costs about $1.47 for a gallon of it. but tap water works perfect when you're starting out and you're not really caring about the archival qualities of your work. So any old water will work. Right there, that puts us just under $25 for all the materials. And that is everything you need to get started and try this. If I was going to suggest one other thing, like I would say to have a cup so that you can mix up your mediums first before you go to pouring, and that way you're not trying to mix your medium in your tiny cups for each individual color. This also ensures the consistency of your medium throughout your painting once you mix your colors. If you want to have your medium, if you know you're only going to pour like one tile to start, these are $1 at the dollar store too. They have a screw-on lid as well as a little pour spout. So you could mix up some medium, pop it in here, and have your medium ready for a couple different days worth of pours. If you're concerned about drying out, or that maybe you're going to pour today and you're hoping you're going to pour tomorrow, but you don't get to pour for a week, you could take just a little piece of plastic, pop it over here, and screw that lid on over it, and that'll help seal it just so that you don't ruin the medium that you make. I'm going to be putting together a couple other videos just showing different parts of the process and kind of going over the different materials that are available, because I see people ask constantly, what materials do I need? What does this one do? What does that one do? So I'm going to do a second video, so just please subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I will look better in some of the future videos. I'm just baking today and really just wanted to get this done. So be sure to tune in. I will get some more videos up.